The office, Project Patriotism. Cold open. Interior, office, kitchen, morning. Pam and Jim sit at the table with coffee. Dwight enters, carrying a huge gourd.
Whoa, check out the squash.
This is a Schrute Farms gourd weighing 21 pounds, 7 ounces, and beating the official Pennsylvania record.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Do not mock the gourd.
We weren't. It's great. You should send a picture to the paper.
Thanks for the support, guys. Your sarcasm will not be tolerated in the presence of root vegetation.
Dwight, we're serious. It's cool.
Dwight stares at them with a mysterious intensity.
The gourd is not only a healing agent used for surface wounds and menstrual cramping, it is also a metaphysical crop of supreme distinction. It imbues its owner with extraordinary powers of perception. As the beholder of a mighty gourd, I can practically read your mind.
Interior, office, kitchen, continuous. Dwight is still staring at Jim, as if to read his mind. Stanley enters and notices the gourd.
My goodness, would you look at that?
Damn you all! No one mocks the mighty gourd.
Dwight violently throws the gourd to the ground. It splatters everywhere. End of cold open. Act 1. Fade in. Interior, Michael's office. Morning. Michael sits at his desk, fiddling with a little Union Jack flag in his pen holder. He is on the phone with Holly.
Don't worry, Snuggle Tush. To like me, the Force would force him. But everyone loves it when I do my Yoda impression. Okay, I promise I won't.
Michael talking head.
Holly's brother, General Lieutenant Benjamin Flax, is coming by the office just to meet me. She says he's very Marine-y, very tough, very by the book. But I know he'll love me. I mean, we're future family-in-law. Yep, Holly and I are engaged. Scranton's most eligible bachelor is now completely illegible.
Interior, office, outside Michael's office, a moment later. Everyone sits quietly working at their desks. Michael charges out of his office.
Attention! Good morning, Vietnam!
Vietnam, did something happen in the news I don't know about?
It's a line from a movie.
Oh, thank goodness. I just perfected my taco recipe. I'd hate for all that work to go to waste.
Continued. Only Andy laughs as if Erin made a joke. Andy talking head.
When we were together, Erin had me laughing all the time. Usually, she doesn't even get it. That's what great sense of humor she has. I've got to get her back.
Interior, office, continuous. Michael paces like a sergeant, sizing up everyone's desks.
Things are about to change around here, people. We need some order. I want to be able to bounce a quarter off your desk and see my reflection in your mugs.
Excellent.
You've got quarters, because the vending machine won't take my dollar.
Listen up. Tomorrow morning at 1100 hours, that means 11 a.m. to you civilians, we will be paid a visit by Sergeant General Lieutenant Benjamin Flax.
You've been deceived. Sergeant General Lieutenant is not an actual ranking.
Well, I don't know what it is, Dwight, but Holly's brother is coming for a visit, and he's a Marine, so we need to prove that we're very patriotic. And that's an order.
So, should we stand up and salute when he gets here?
Of course not. Something much more impressive than that.
Jim looks at the camera. Dwight stands and salutes.
Michael Scott, sir. I hereby request to be made head of salutations, sir.
No, Dwight, absolutely not.
I'm well versed in military protocol.
It's not about protocol, it's about patriotism.
Angle on Phyllis and Kevin eating Cheetos at their desks.
You never struck me as being particularly patriotic, Michael.
Military men don't belong in an office. Why don't you meet him at some strip bar like Chili's?
Or Hooters.
Do you think he'd like Hooters?
That's a bad idea, Michael.
Right.
Me too.
Besides, I'm a huge believer in patriotism, Phillips.
Me too.
Creed talking head.
I volunteered for the Ferraro campaign. She has nice bosoms. I was later fired.
Interior, office, continuous. As before, but now Oscar reaches for a handful of Cheetos.
Can you name the first 5 presidents of the United States?
George Washington Carver. Hamilton Bell. Mr. Edison. History has nothing to do with it.
It actually does.
You people have no idea how much I love patriotism. In fact, ever since I was made regional manager, I have longed for there to be a flagpole in the parking lot. The first thing we'd see every day.
I have a pole you can borrow.
Oh, gross. No, a flagpole. And you know what? I'm going to put one up. In Holly's honor.
Daryl comes out of his office for this.
No money in the budget for any polls.
Well, I'll pay for it myself. How's that for patriotic?
Before tomorrow? That doesn't seem possible.
Thanks for the encouragement, Pam.
What did I tell you?
What? I wasn't...
Jim, I need to see you in my office ASAP. That means as soon as possible.
Jim gives Pam an I told you so look as he follows Michael into his office.
Jim thinks I've been too negative lately.
Pam and Jim talking heads.
Just a little Debbie Downerish, but you're still very cute.
Maybe I'm just tired from having your baby.
Oh, wait a second. I think that was my point being made. Thank you, sweetie.
Jim leans in for a kiss, but Pam just looks at the camera. Interior Michael's office a moment later. Michael stands behind his desk as Jim enters.
I want you to organize a flag-raising ceremony for tomorrow, but Dwight can't be in charge of anything. I don't want him getting his hopes up to be my replacement. Besides, he'll take it way out of proportion.
Why don't we just ask the party planning committee?
No. It has to be very cool and understated. First impressions mean everything, especially to Marines. Do you think you can get some planes to fly over?
I'll look into that.
Or a marching band? That's perfect. You better get busy. You have a lot of work to do. Hut, 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 hut.
That's football.
All right. Charge!
Jim looks at the camera, then slowly exits. Michael talking head.
When I was 10, I was named Citizen of the Year, and I was selected out of the entire elementary school. I was bullied because of that title for years, and I did absolutely nothing about it. Now, if that's not patriotic, then I don't know what is.
Interior office, Jim, Andy, and Dwight's desks. Andy is silently working as Jim approaches.
Hey, so Michael asked me to organize some kind of ceremony for his flag-raising thing tomorrow.
Reveal Dwight has overheard this on his way back from the copier.
It's ridiculous. Why would Michael put you in charge of an official ceremony?
It's really not a big deal.
Do you have any idea how important a commemorative flag raising can be? Of course you don't.
Anyway, Andy, could you maybe just sing a song, Star-Spangled Banner?
Don't worry, Tuna. Nardog has the duty. Or, I'm on the job.
Dwight looks at the camera, fuming. Jim talking head.
No, I don't mind planning this little ceremony. I mean, the manager position is going to be open soon, so... And at least I can keep it simple. Dignified.
Andy talking head. Andy sings hee-haw style. It is not simple or dignified.
By the dawn's early late. Yep, this is my opportunity to impress a certain young lady. Maybe spend a little time together again, alone.
Interior office reception. Erin sits at her desk, flirting with her boyfriend Gabe, who leans on the counter. Andy casually joins them.
Hey guys, I've been asked to sing at the flag raising ceremony tomorrow.
Well, we'll see. The company doesn't endorse taking time out of the workday to raise a flag.
So we should take time in the workday. Great.
I'm gonna perform my banjo-rific rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner.
What so proudly we held
They end the song together, a well-rehearsed flourish.
at the twilight's gleaming.
Oh my, harmonies. Is that appropriate?
I thought you could do one of your clog routines along with me. Erin is like the most incredible clogger I've ever seen.
He's exaggerating.
I didn't know you'd be taking up clogging, Erin.
Since I was 7, my foster aunt gave me lessons. I guess it never came up.
Gabe talking head.
Of course Erin and I know everything about each other. I mean, just the other day, she was telling me... well... privacy is important too.
Interior kitchen a little later. Pam is on her lunch break, reading a self-help book as Jim enters.
You ready for more of that lasagna?
Absolutely. I'm starving. Get this. Michael has me organizing some ridiculous ceremony for tomorrow.
Are you being negative? I think I sense some negativity. From now on, I'm only saying positive things.
I wonder how long you'll last.
I'll last longer than you could, dear.
Oh, a challenge? I accept. Winner has to make dinner for a week.
Good thing I love your cooking.
Kevin enters with a dirty Tupperware container.
Man, that was some really good lasagna. Can you believe somebody just left it in the fridge?
Jim and Pam look at each other, biting their tongues. Interior, Michael's office, a little later. Michael sits at his desk on the phone. Dwight storms in.
Michael, Jim is spreading a rumor that he is heading up ceremony preparation.
He is.
I am clearly more qualified and have the most access to military resources.
That's why I asked Jim to do it. It needs to be cool, very subtle.
Why settle for subtle when you could have troops of men in authentic replications of military uniforms? I could bring my cannon.
Can we talk about this later? I'm on hold with a buddy of mine. He can do a rush job of getting this flagpole up.
Rush job. Michael, no. Leave it to me. I'll find the best pole Scranton has to offer.
Dwight rushes out and slams the door. Interior, kitchen, a little later. Erin sits at a table eating a sandwich as Gabe enters.
Hey, want a bite of my PB&J? I made 2.
Erin, my jam revulsion?
Oh, right, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's me. I'm in this state because I didn't think it was appropriate for Andy to ask you to perform with him tomorrow.
Why? I think it will be fun.
Gabe sits down next to her.
Don't you see? I'm sure he expects the two of you to rehearse well into the wee hours of the night.
But we're just meeting in the conference room in the morning.
Oh, but alone?
I guess, but not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Thank you. It's so important that we respect each other's feelings.
Gabe exits. Erin sadly throws her half-eaten sandwich away. Erin talking head.
No, Gabe didn't ask me not to clog. I think he just doesn't want me to be alone with Andy, or talk to Andy, or look at Andy. But I can still clog. I don't think clogging is a problem.
Interior, office, cubicle area, a few minutes later. Kelly stands at Toby's desk, talking.
And then he looked at me like, so I looked right back at him like, I know, right? It is so empowering when you speak your mind.
Erin approaches, looking for Kelly.
Hey, Kel, I have a favor to ask. Andy wants me to do a clog number with him tomorrow.
Oh my god, you're a clogger? Do you get to wear one of those frilly dresses? Oh, you are so lucky.
Actually, I was hoping you would clog with me. Gabe feels weird that it's just me and Andy because, you know, I could teach you. It's so easy.
You are a self-reliant female. You do not need permission from some man.
But you could wear one of my dresses.
Oh, I'm gonna be a clogger. I have so many talents.
Kelly talking head.
Over the weekend, I watched an Oprah show marathon for like 20 hours, so I'm totally empowered now. I've decided that Ryan is my Stedman. Only better, because we're gonna have a big fancy wedding and 4 very well-behaved babies. No, 5. Ryan Jr., Little Kel, Rye Kel, Kel Rye, and of course, Gail.
Interior, Michael's office, a little later. Michael is still on the phone. Pam enters with a file.
Yeah, Frank, hold on. Hey, do you think an 80-foot flagpole sounds all right?
Great, that sounds amazing.
I'm talking to Frank Malone. He says there's a pole available out at his brother's scrapyard. Looks like it's from an old ball field or something.
Or you could just buy a new one. Not quite so tall.
You've got to start thinking big, Pam.
Pam looks to camera as she puts the file folder on his desk.
Flagpoles are surprisingly expensive.
Michael talking head.
And there are all these hoops you have to go through. Permits? Why would this stupid country make patrioticness so complicated? What idiots.
Interior, Michael's office, continuous. Michael and Pam are as before. Erin peeks her head in.
Michael, it's Holly on line 2.
Frank, hold on a second. Hey, puffy butt. Sorry, Frank. Holly? Hey!
Hi, Holly.
Dwight rushes in, mouthing and gesturing vital news as Michael distractedly listens to Holly.
Wow, so he's catching a ride here with some army guys? Sure, that's great. It'll be a party. I know, no parties, but... can you hold on a minute? Dwight's in my office being Dwight. Thanks, babe. What, Dwight? What?
I just got off the phone with Mose. He can have your pole laid and erect by tomorrow morning.
How big is his pole?
How big is Frank's?
I asked you first.
Does size matter?
I think it does.
I need to go. I mean, yay.
Pam exits.
Forget it, Dwight. Frank can get his up by tonight.
No! You can't rush these things. Let me take care of your pole, Michael.
Michael puts the phone back to his ear and pushes a button.
Frank, listen. I need this to be an inside job.
Dwight comes around to Michael's side of the desk. He tries to take the phone out of Michael's hand.
Dwight, get out of my face! I need it laid and erect before sundown. What? No, the flagpole. That's what she said.
In the struggle, Michael falls out of his chair. Dwight falls on top of him. End of Act 1. Act 2. Fade in. Exterior Dunder Mifflin parking lot. Morning. Spy shot. Stanley, Kevin, Oscar, and Meredith stand at the base of the new flagpole, looking up. It is huge. Surrounding its base are orange cones protecting wet cement.
Someone overcompensating? Just saying.
They laugh. Jim and Pam talking heads. Jim and Pam smile. The positivity challenge is still on.
You really did it. Michael had a flagpole put in overnight. Granted,
It's what? What were you gonna say?
it's a huge success.
Huge success. Huge.
Interior office conference room. Erin is teaching Kelly a clog routine. Andy plays the banjo.
Brush, tap, double toe, brush, tap, double toe.
God, this is so much harder than you said.
No, you're totally getting it.
Don't lie. Just forget it. I better go delete my Facebook status.
Kelly starts to leave as Andy opens the door for her.
Thanks for stopping by.
Erin grabs Kelly by the wrist.
Wait, I really, really need you to stay.
Erin, as Oprah teaches us, you have to be a fierce, strong woman. You have nothing to fear.
Andy, hearing this, looks at the camera, puzzled.
I can't believe this.
Andy talking head.
Erin is afraid of me. I mean, maybe I've had a tensy temper problem in the past, but never with Erin. And now she's afraid of me. This is terrible.
Interior office conference room, continuous. Erin still holds Kelly by the wrist, urging her to stay.
Wait, don't you want to wear one of these?
Erin holds up a frilly clogging dress.
I have to put that on right now.
Kelly grabs the dress and runs out. Erin looks at Andy, conflicted because they are now alone.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Erin grabs the other dress and runs after her. Andy looks at the camera, then looks at the camera crew.
You guys are scared of me too? Man.
Interior, Michael's office, morning. Michael stands looking out his window, admiring the flagpole. Even at this height, the top of the pole can't be seen. Dwight enters.
Michael, this situation is... What are you wearing?
Reveal that Michael is wearing a military uniform.
This old thing? I didn't want Ben and his buddies to feel singled out. Thought he'd appreciate knowing they're among fellow compatriots.
That is a Nazi uniform, Michael. Bad imitation. But definitely a Jewish military uniform!
It is not. It's grey. It's a grey jacket designed to resemble a military fashion.
Michael talking head. Michael sits with his head in his hands.
Hal, in my improv class, damn him. He said he had a uniform that would make an impression on Holly's brother. I should have known. He's jealous. The whole class is. Who can blame them?
Interior, Michael's office, continuous. As before, but now Dwight looks out the window.
This situation is dire. Dire, I say.
Don't be so dramatic. I can always take the jacket off.
Who cares about the jacket? Scranton City ordinances dictate that nothing over 30 feet can be erected without a permit. Did your rush job workmen obtain a permit?
Nobody's going to stifle my love for my country with a bunch of stupid laws. Who cares how high it is anyway?
Phone line interference. Low-flying pigeons. Distress to the neck when pledging allegiance. Aside from being illegal, that pole is a menace, and I must bring it down.
Dwight exits, leaving Michael to roll his eyes to camera. He glances out the window, worried. Interior conference room a little later. Erin now wears a short, frilly clogging dress and stands at the threshold of the door. Andy waits.
She should be right back. Any second.
I thought you ladies were together.
She wanted to go show Ryan.
Spy shot. Kelly is wearing the other frilly dress and making out with Ryan on his desk. Erin sighs, averting her eyes toward the general office area.
I get that. I mean, you do look really cute. Really.
Yeah? Thanks.
Erin moves into the conference room.
You know, we can practice without Kelly. I mean, you're totally safe in here with me. You know that, right?
Gabe enters.
Erin? What is going on in here? Dear God, what are you wearing?
Well, it's okay. Kelly's here too. I mean, she'll be right back.
I thought we had an understanding.
Totally. We haven't been alone at all, and now you're here. Perfect.
Andy smiles weakly at Gabe.
Perfect.
Exterior office parking lot. Spy shot through the blinds. A disgruntled Dwight storms into his car and speeds out of the parking lot. Michael, talking head. Michael holds a new American flag, still in plastic.
You know, I saw a need. A need for a flag billowing in the wind as the employees of this fine company entered for the day. And I made the sacrifice to have it put up. A sacrifice, like a soldier sacrifices, for the love of his country. I wonder if they give out medals for sacrifices. Probably not.
Interior conference room a little later. Kelly has returned. Phyllis, Meredith, Pam, and Angela have gathered to admire Kelly and Erin in their clogging dresses. Daryl peeks in through the blinds. Gabe and Andy look on.
It's really cute on you. I know. I feel super sexy.
Angle on Angela, disapproving of their costumes.
You look like prostitutes.
You look adorable.
Do they come in plus sizes? Bob loves it when I wear costumes.
I can find out.
Andy stands and tries to usher everyone out of the room.
Okay, everyone, fashion show's over. If you guys will please excuse us, Erin and I have a lot of work to do.
You can't get everyone out of here fast enough, can you?
What? This is an important presentation. Those guys are serving our country.
Then I should remain present to represent the company.
Great. I can teach you to clog.
Aw, you guys make such a really great couple.
Kelly looks at the camera and shakes her head, no. Interior office, outside Michael's office, later. Michael exits his office with the new flag in hand. Jim is on the phone.
Halbert, report for duty.
I'm on a
Drill time.
I'm on a call right now.
We have to practice hanging this flag before Ben and his buddies get here.
Yes, sir, 40 boxes. Why would we practice that?
Jim glances over to catch Pam peeking at them through the conference room blinds.
Actually, let me call you right back.
He hangs up, stands, and salutes.
Yes, sir, Michael Scott, sir. Flag flying, practice commencing. Onward.
Jim marches toward the door. Pam shakes her head in disbelief. Pam, talking head.
Michael had an enormous flagpole put up in the parking lot. Ridiculously enormous. And Jim has not said one single snarky thing about it. Not even one. It's killing me.
Exterior parking lot, a little later. Michael and Jim have unfolded the flag and are holding it at either end.
Aren't we supposed to start with it folded in triangles?
Triangles are squares. One of those.
I thought you were a Boy Scout.
Dwight pulls up in his car and parks.
Here, Dwight will know. Let's ask him.
I can't have Dwight taking credit for this. Let's just do it.
Under this, Dwight gets out of the car and opens the trunk. He retrieves a large toolbox, then charges towards them.
Michael,
Besides, all he wants to do is follow the flag rules. I'm a renegade, Jim. I always have been.
Out of the way! As a former volunteer sheriff's deputy, it is my civic duty to remove this pole from my place of employment.
Hey man, put down the tools.
If your tool gets near my pole, so help me.
Dwight lifts a large wrench near the base of the flagpole.
It's for your own good, Michael.
Michael and Dwight struggle for the wrench, but Michael is still holding his end of the flag.
Michael, stop it! Or just let go!
Give it!
Stand back, or I'll be forced to defend myself.
Michael and Dwight get wrapped in the flag, which causes all three of them to lose balance and fall down on Jim, who lands with the flag in the wet cement.
Get off me! Dwight!
Exterior office, Jim talking head. Jim stands disheveled. His head and shoulders are covered with smudges of cement.
This suit? Second time I've worn it. Paid full price. When Pam sees it, she's gonna absolutely lose it. So, looks like I'll be enjoying some nice dinners all week. See? Always looking on the bright side.
Interior conference room a little later. Erin teaches Gabe to clog. Andy, Kelly, Pam, Meredith, and Phyllis watch. Angela sits disapprovingly.
You're totally getting it.
I have surprising grace for my frame. Years of ballet lessons.
Andy watches them, seething.
Grace of parakeets often die in cold weather.
Maybe I should ask Brian if he wants to learn too. A couple's clog.
Totally, we need another man in here.
Kelly starts out, but is stopped by an outburst from Andy.
Enough already, okay? I get it. Safety in numbers. But Erin, you are totally safe. You don't need to be protected from me.
Okay, thanks.
Erin can protect herself. She's a self-sufficient woman. She could certainly take out Andy. Or Gabe. Probably at the same time.
The women laugh a little too hard. Andy and Gabe are awkwardly silent.
I've been in plenty of fights.
Gabe talking head.
None lately, of course. I don't condone letting quarrels turn into fisticuffs. I prefer to talk it out. Or I can run.
Interior conference room continuous. As before, but Angela stands up, expectantly.
I'd be very interested to see these two in a fight.
You know I'd be able to protect you, right?
Protect me from what?
Some kind of hoodlum or riffraff?
I'm not a hoodlum or riffraff.
Absolutely not.
Erin talking head.
What is riffraff? I thought it was a kind of taffy. Maybe it's just a really terrible flavor.
Interior conference room continuous. Close on Gabe and Andy in a standoff.
I think maybe you should go.
Well, I think maybe you should go.
Well, at least they haven't forgotten their manners.
Andy and Gabe are silent.
Are you guys scared of each other?
The women laugh. Gabe and Andy look at each other. They might accept the challenge when Michael, Dwight, and Jim enter, interrupting. Everyone soon follows.
Excuse me? I need everyone in here. Pronto!
Did something happen?
Oh my god, what happened to your suit?
Reveal Jim's suit. It's worse than we thought.
Michael and Dwight fell on top of me. Then we rolled in the wet cement. You think it'll wash out?
Wow. I'm sure it will, sweetie. That's so funny.
Don't be a fool. That suit is garbage now.
It was garbage anyway.
Everyone mumbles about Jim's suit.
Forget Jim. I need everyone's attention right here, right now.
Michael desecrated the American flag by letting it fall to the ground.
Why am I not surprised?
It wasn't me. It was all Dwight's fault. Right, Jim?
Pam looks at Jim, expecting victory.
It doesn't really matter who's at fault, as long as everyone's okay.
Any flag that touches the ground must be immediately destroyed. And we have to do it before Lieutenant Sergeant Flax arrives.
That's not necessarily true.
Shut it. Michael has given an order. Everyone, out in the parking lot, on the double.
That means twice as fast. Move, people, move! Hut, 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 hut!
Yeah, come on! Woo!
Exterior parking lot a little later. The office staff congregates next to the flagpole. Michael holds the dirty flag and a cigarette lighter.
A moment of silence for the loss of this flag, please.
All stand impatiently silent.
Okay, we need to keep this moving, you guys.
Silence, traitor!
And now, I will retire this flag from its duty. Thank you, flag. You served your country well.
Michael lifts the lighter to light the flag. It just spins.
Damn it! I've had this thing in my drawer for years, never even used it.
It's for the best. This is a bad idea.
Please let me take over. After all, I am floor fire captain. It's my duty.
Fine. As fire captain. Just hurry.
Dwight paces like an army sergeant screaming at his recruits.
If anyone has a magnifying glass, you must relinquish it immediately.
If I give you my lighter, can we go back inside?
Give him the lighter, Stanley. Please.
Stanley hands Dwight a lighter, then goes back to his crossword. Michael nervously checks his watch.
Jim, what do you have planned for the flag raising ceremony? Let's do it now.
Oh, okay. Andy?
Right, tuna. Hey, Erin.
We're on.
Andy gets his banjo, but Gabe pulls Erin to the side.
After that scene in the conference room, I'm asking you not to participate.
Erin is torn, then exchanges an empowered look with Kelly.
It's not you, Gabe, but sometimes a girl's gotta clog. I hope one day you'll understand.
Erin stands next to Andy and gets ready to dance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Under this, Dwight breaks open the old lighter and shakes lighter fluid all over the flag. Erin proudly clogs.
By the dawn's early light.
Dwight lights the flag with Stanley's lighter. It erupts into flames.
Burn, baby, burn!
Maybe dial down the positivity.
Dwight loses control of the fire. Panicked, he throws the burning flag to the ground, screams in pain, and runs inside holding his burnt hand.
Oh my god!
Somebody call the fire department.
I got this!
Michael, still wearing his Nazi uniform, starts to stomp out the flame. Gabe soon assists, also stomping the flag. Andy, Erin, and Pam continue to play, dance, and cheer, respectively. Reveal a large military truck has pulled into the parking lot. Unnoticed by all, Benjamin Flax steps out of the truck, followed by 3 or 4 men also in uniform. Michael continues to stomp the burning flag. Erin's clogging seems to mimic Michael's efforts. Gabe begins to cough from the smoke, which forces him to exit to another area.
Stomp that flag! Stomp that flag!
The fire is finally out. The flag smolders.
Oh my god, that sucker is totally burnt! Wow! That was amazing!
What the hell is going on here?
Everyone falls silent.
Oh, hi! You must be Holly's brother.
Michael extends his hand to shake. Outraged, Benjamin Flax takes Michael's hand and twists his arm around his back.
Wait! I'm your future brother-in-law!
Exterior parking lot a few moments later. Gabe leans on his car, coughing from the smoke. Erin approaches.
Gabe, are you okay?
The smoke triggered my asthma, but I'll be fine.
Wow, that was amazing. You are so brave.
Erin kisses Gabe. Reveal that Andy witnessed this exchange. He calmly exits around to the side of the building with his banjo. Exterior, Dunder Mifflin, beside the building. Spy shot. Andy smashes the banjo violently against the side of the building. It shatters into tiny pieces. Exterior, parking lot a few moments later. Pam and Jim are being questioned by an army guy.
Total misunderstanding. I mean, we think this flag is great.
Burning it? Yeah, stupidest idea.
Oh my god, that was totally negative. I won!
Pam jumps up and down, clapping.
We need to question you both further.
Of course you do.
Exterior, parking lot continuous. Michael is now face down on the ground. His hands are handcuffed behind his back. Benjamin Flax stands guard.
Hey, bro! This is just a big misunderstanding.
Dwight runs in. He has filled Pam's dirty lasagna container with ice and uses it to ease his burnt hand.
Release him. This man was doing a service to his company. Take me, sir. I lit the desecrated flag. Part of leadership is accepting responsibility. I should never have allowed your erection of another man's pull.
Benjamin Flax sizes up Dwight.
I'm gonna need to talk to my sister.
There was an emergency today,
Michael, talking head.
and some of these folks panicked. Not me. Cool as a kumquat. Now I know what firemen feel like when they run into burning buildings. Thank God for people like us.
Interior warehouse later that afternoon. Michael sits at an impromptu interrogation table. He is on his cell phone talking with Holly.
Yeah, I'm showing him the warehouse. All his army buddies are here too.
Pull back to reveal Benjamin Flax standing over Michael. Behind him, the army guys eat wings Michael has ordered from Hooters. The rest of the staff sit in a row of chairs, under the watchful eye of a few officers.
Ben's quite the serious guy, huh? Right, Benjamin. Sergeant Flax. Holly says hi. I'll call you later, okay?
Michael hangs up, then smiles at a stone-faced Benjamin Flax.
Start over, we must do. Any chance you're a Star Wars fan? Bro?
Benjamin Flax looks at Michael without a hint of a smile. Reveal Dwight, standing at attention, his injured hand in a large gourd at his forehead, saluting. End of show.